Okay, it's 6:06 at this time. I'm calling this meeting to order. It'll be roll call.
Alex Cantu, present.
John Alanis here.
Armin Garza, present.
Francis Salinas present.
And Oscar Salinas here. Dr. B, I do declare a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Salinas. Welcome, members of the audience. This evening, we have William Frederick Van Crevelen. I don't want to say that wrong. First grade student at Cavazos Elementary. He's the son of Patricia Molina and William Van Crevelen. William is an avid reader. He excels in all subjects in school, a natural leader, and takes pride in assisting teachers and students at all times. He was recognized as the Cavazos Elementary Jewel of the Month for the month of February. I would like for us to welcome William Frederick as he leads us for the pledge. You look handsome.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wonderful job, William, wonderful job. And if his mom could please stand and be recognized.
Thank you, Doc. Next up be the approval of the minutes for the special call meeting on February 21st.
Oh, here. So move.
Motion by Mr. Alanis.
Second.
And a second by Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next up be the superintendent's report. And again, Doc, you have a big report here to give. So,
We're going to start with the enrollment report. The enrollment report dated April the 3rd. We had 14,135 elementary students and 14,361 secondary students for a total of 28,496 students. Questions on the enrollment report?
No, ma'am.
no.
If not, we're going to move on to item number 2. Mr. Salinas and Ms. Salinas, would you please step forward to help us recognize the students? We're going to start with recognition of Jimmy Carter High School Early College teacher, and we have Melinda Flores, Executive Director for High School, to help us with those introductions.
Good evening, Mr. Salinas, Board President, members of the board, Dr. Benavides, Assistant Superintendents, and members of our community and audience. I'm Melinda Flores, Executive Director for High School, and this evening we would like to recognize Jimmy Carter Early College High School science teacher Vanessa Rodriguez Brown for being accepted to the Masters in Science in Biology for Educators graduate program at Washington University, St. Louis. We'd like to thank our board members for the support and the members of our staff. Mrs. Brown joins the participants with the partnership that we have with our Texas Graduate Center, and we wish her the best of luck.
Next item, Mr. Zamora, UIL secondary coordinator, will help us introduce those students. Welcome, Mr. Zamora.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Benavides, board members, assistant superintendents, for continued support of UIL academics. Tonight, we will recognize the La Jolla ISD Thelma Salinas STEM Robo-T Wolves for advancing to the first FTC Super Regional in Athens, Georgia. The first-year Robo-T Wolves competed against seasoned Valley-wide teams and won a local qualifier, which allowed them to advance to the regional tournament in Austin. The T-Wolves were also victorious at regionals, giving them the opportunity to advance to the super regionals in Georgia. Last night, we were notified that the Robo T-Wolves have also been advancing to the UIL State Robotics Contest to be held in mid-May. They are one of 6 teams that advanced from the Valley to the UIL Robotics State Contest. Congratulations, Robo T-Wolves. The team members are Anselmo Bueno, Jennifer Calderon, Arnoldo Elizondo, Derek Garcia, Osiel Garcia, Letzi Gonzalez, Tyler Gonzalez, Abigail Ibarra, Adrian Ramos, Jonathan Sarmiento, Isaías Treviño, Briseida Villarreal, Cesar Villanueva, and their sponsors, Jesus Ruiz, Sean Pelfrey, and Maria Barrera.
They're gonna go in and now they're gonna drill. Yeah, I have a lot of infection.
Thank you.
We know that nothing is possible without the support of our parents, and this evening we have Velma Ochoa, who's going to be recognizing our volunteers who have 10 years or more. Velma Ochoa is our Family and Community Engagement Coordinator. Welcome, Ms. Ochoa.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Davis. Being that it's a National School Volunteer Week, we wanted to make sure that we would take the time to recognize all of our volunteers that have helped us serve for more than 10 years. With that being said, I'd like to start off with Nancy Castro, who has helped us for 14 years. Veronica Flores, 14 years. Norma Robles, 17 years. Claudia Gomez, 10 years. Elvia Rocio Olivares, 12 years. Monica Torres, 13 years. Nereida Peña, 10 years. Abigail Cantu, 11 years. Cecilia Garza, 25 years. Irma Garza, 10 years. Maria Vega, 10 years. Araceli Rosas, 14 years. Elisa Flores, 24 years. Adoración Science, 35 years. Maria Torres, 12 years. Nancy Pruneda, 12 years. Dalila Lopez, 12 years. Maria Coronado, 12 years. Marisela Rodriguez, 11 years. Isabel Ortiz, 10 years. Dinora Perales, 14 years. Irma Rodriguez, 14 years. Maria Villasana, 30 years. Aleida Marichalar, 12 years. Julia Science, 17 years. Carla Vallejan, 11 years. Maria E. Martinez, 11 years. Ana Elizondo, 14 years. Maria C. Reyes, 12 years. And Veronica Peña, 10 years.
Well, I can't say with all the parents who are here to support stand, but I can say family members who are here, please stand to support these volunteers. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, next we're going to have Ms. Marta Castillo, and she's going to recognize the schools and parents that have had the most hours with Imagine Learning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Salinas, Board President, members of the board, Dr. Benavides, Assistant Superintendents, and members of the audience. This evening, we would like to recognize campuses with continued exemplary usage of Imagine Learning, our language and literacy program. First, we would like to recognize the top 2 campuses that had the highest parent usage on Digital Learning Day. And Digital Learning Day is a day that gives campuses the opportunity to highlight instructional programs. And in our district, we chose to highlight Imagine Learning to encourage the parents to use the program and to create an awareness of the program as an English, as an ESL learning tool for them. So the top 2 campuses received 15 electronic devices for use at their campuses. And first, we're going to recognize Dr. Palmira Mendiola Elementary that had 65 hours and 41 minutes of usage on this day. And here we have Principal Alicia Gutierrez, Librarian Maria Tristan, Lab Proctor Eduardo de la Cerda, and FACE Educator Rita Moreno. The next campus we would like to highlight is Kika de la Garza Elementary, who had 65 hours and 33 minutes of usage. And we have here Principal Irene Fernandez, Librarian Camille Villegas, and our FACE Educator, Monica Salinas. And our next recognition is for the winners of the Imagine Learning statewide competition for student usage. And 2 of our campuses were the winners of the top 2 spots of this competition. They placed at the top of over 1,200 schools. And these campuses were Henry B. Gonzalez, and we have Principal Diana Bel Villarreal, and Lab Proctor Ana Lilia Gonzalez. And we also had John F. Kennedy Elementary, Principal Maria Guerra. And these campuses were also recognized by Imagine Learning representatives at their respective campuses. So thank you, board members and Dr. Benavides, for your continued support of all of our programs. Thank you.
Our next recognition is going to be done by our athletic director, Mr. Alex Guajardo, and that's recognition of our La Jolla's athletic trainers for receiving National Association Safe Sports Award.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Benavides, and La Jolla ISD's community. Today, I come before you to celebrate 6 of our La Jolla ISD's trainers. These trainers work at all 3 of our comprehensive high schools and with all of our middle school athletes. These group of individuals have embarked on a mission to make our athletes as safe as possible. La Jolla ISD and its athletic department is honored to have these individuals work with our student athletes. Just recently, Juarez Lincoln became the first school to be nationally recognized as a safe sports school first team by the National Athletic Trainers Association. This designation has also been awarded to Palm View High School and La Jolla High, making La Jolla ISD the first district in the Rio Grande Valley to hold such a distinction for all of its high school athletic programs. In order to receive a safe sports school status, our high schools must create a positive healthcare administrative system and promote safe practices and competition facilities. La Jolla ISD is committed to the health and welfare of young athletes in competitive sports. La Jolla ISD, please help me welcome and congratulate our 6 trainers that are part of this very special team. From La Jolla High School, Luis Salgado. Marie Thompson. From Palm View High School, Andrea Hernandez. Edwin Gomez. From Juarez Lincoln High School, Israel Montano. Carlos Presas.
A special thank you to all our athletic trainers for keeping our students safe and the work and time that you dedicate to our students. Principals, if you are here, or a representative, please stand and be recognized. Great job, guys. Great job. Our next recognition is recognition of all UIL Academics high school students advancing to regional competition, and we have Mr. Abel Zamora recognizing these students.
Next, we'll recognize the La Jolla ISD UIL academic students that have advanced to a UIL regional competition to be held at University of Texas San Antonio on April 13th and 14th. The students participated at UIL district meet and placed first, second, or first through fourth individually or first as a team, earning the right to represent their respective school at the regional meet this weekend. First, we have La Jolla High School, Joshua Loya, current issues. Thomas Henning, informative speaking. Joseph Mireles, informative speaking. Eddie Barrera, informative speaking and prose. Vicente Martinez, poetry. Oscar Salinas, prose. These students achieved a top speech team and second place overall in 36A. Some of their sponsors are here. Mr. Jose Salinas in journalism. Jesus Cantu, coordinator, informative speaking coach. Ismael Hernandez, poetry. Mark Bullard, prose. La Jolla High School representative for regionals.
Thank you.
Next, we have Palmview High School. Xavier Pina, qualified in calculator, math, and number sense, competing against Xavier's a freshman competing against juniors, seniors, and advanced in 3 events. Kayla Zamora, Lit Crit.
What was the name?
Kayla Zamora. Chelsea Luna in literary criticism. Eileen Mesa, Lit Crit. Sponsors, Mara Castillo and Jimmy Aguilar. Palmview High School representative for regionals.
Congratulations, Palmview High School. Parents, if you're in the audience, please stand, as well as administration from Palmview High School. We wish you the best. Good luck this weekend.
Next, we have Jimmy Carter, Valerie Islas, LD debates. Ruth Reyes, poetry. Eric Rivera, science. Sponsors, Claudia Camarillo and Abiel Cantu.
Parents and administration from Jimmy Carter High School, would you please stand? And again, good luck, students, to all of you.
Next, we have Juarez Lincoln High School. Yesenia Trevino, computer apps. Priscilla Rojas, computer applications. Sponsors, Elder Rodriguez, Nubia Acosta. Representatives of Juarez Lincoln for regionals.
Juarez Lincoln parents, if you're in the audience, plus administration, please stand and be recognized. One more. Best of luck this weekend.
Next, we have Thelma Salinas STEM Early College. Michael Aguano, Computer Science. Briseida Villarreal, Editorial Writing. Derek Garcia, Math, Number Sense, and Science. Michelle Reina, Poetry. Jorge Ariola, Computer Science. Adrian Ramos, Computer Science. Jonathan Sarmiento, Math, Number Sense. Renato Barrera, Math. Okay, and Juan Valdez, Computer Science. These students were top computer science team, top math team, top number sense team, and top science team, third place overall in 36A, and that's without one act play and other events, so they did very well. Their sponsor that's here is Maria Barrera.
Parents from Salinas Early College High School, would you please stand and be recognized? And principal, please stand and be recognized.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations to all of you. Good luck. I believe those are all the recognitions for tonight, and that concludes the superintendent's report.
All right, moving on, guys, to the next one be the discussion items. 2017, 2018 La Joya Independent School District Pregnancy Education and Parenting Program.
All right, good evening, Dr. Benavides, President Oscar Salinas, distinguished board members and guests. These were the findings of the requests that were made on the Pregnancy Education and Parenting Program, PEP. We found that we had 14 student parents with a total of 23 children that needed transportation to daycare, and of course, the parents also needed transportation to school. The second finding is that many parents don't qualify for funding under workforce, and therefore have difficulties of finding the money to pay for daycares. All right, therefore they can't go to daycare. Some of the reasons that they don't qualify would be like lack of Social Security, lack of not having a residency, providing proof of income, and many more. Some daycares do work with some of these needy teen parents, but some can't. In addressing these issues, we came up with a solution in which we will implement and coordinate with the transportation departments of both La Joya ISD and the participating daycares to provide transportation to both the daycares and to the campuses for the parents. Finally, to facilitate this, we're going to go ahead and put parent mothers, teen mothers, on a plan, which is a SATA plan. You're all aware of what the SATA plan is, the flex scheduling, to allow a better process and transition for the student, the baby, to be taken to daycare. Requirements will also be requested of the teen moms. And of course, they're gonna have to have good attendance, good grades, and good behavior. And of course, ultimately graduate the teen parents and close gaps for education for kids. Any questions?
No questions, Mr. Varela.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rivera.
Thank you. Do we have any public comments, Doc?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on to consent agenda.
So move.
Motion by Mr.
I'll
Garza.
second it.
And I have a second by Mr. Lanis. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Coming back under letter E, Human Resources, it'd be the Texas Teacher Evaluation and Support System, T-test.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Alanis.
Second.
And a second by Mr. Garza. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next be number 2 under Human Resources, public hearing and approval of salary adjustments regarding payment in excess of the additional amount. So, Doc, a little outline on that?
Yes, this public hearing, we have Marina Abdullah. Marina Abdullah is an Executive Director for Student Services. On page 68 of the grant outline in your agenda, it says that we are to have a district grant official. Ms. Abdullah will be the district grant official and coordinate all the Gear Up events. So that's the first one. The second one, any questions on that one? The second one is Zenobio Canales. Billy Canales is right now doing the role of interim principal at North Academy. We did not fill the position of principal, and we would like to pay him a stipend. Well, he started second semester so that he can finish the year. And because we're going to merge North and West, we did not want to fill the position for principalship. The third one, Ruben Salazar, I'd like for you to not consider this one. I had first considered Ruben Salazar to move to Juarez Lincoln, but due to another assignment that I made, Ruben Salazar will not be going to Juarez Lincoln, and so you do not need to act on Ruben Salazar. He's staying at La Jolla High School, and he will not be getting that additional supplement that he was going to get. And the last one is Jaime Villarreal, Asset Management Supervisor. When we closed the position of Fixed Asset Warehouse Specialist, we said that we would give the additional duties to Mr. Jaime Villarreal, and that is in the form of a stipend.
How many people is Mr. Villarreal going to have? Because I know he's been with the district for almost a little bit over 35 years, or going on 35 years. How many staff members do you know? I don't know, top of your head, maybe Mr. Vela?
I don't know.
About 5 or 6?
Yes.
They're doing the whole district, right? Correct? Okay.
So those are the,
Okay, so at this time, it's at 6:46. Dr. Benavides explained that it is a public hearing. Anybody that might have any questions can do that at this time. Any questions from the board? Okay, again, at 6:46, we're coming out of a public hearing, and I'll need a motion.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Cantu,
Second.
and a second by Mr. Garza. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. At this time, it is 6:46, and under Sections Code 00-551071, 551072, and 551074, we'll be going into executive session at 6:47. All righty, guys, it's 7:46, and we are out of executive session.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion on items 1 through 10 as discussed in executive session.
A motion by Mr. Alanis,
Second.
and I'll take Mr. Garza second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. It is 7:47. Meeting is adjourned.